Welcome back everyone to Angela's Craft Room. In the previous video I showed you the wallpaper technique. So this originally was the one I showed you that I did on a 12-inch by 12-inch piece of Whisper White cardstock, and then I've stamped using the Stays On Jet Black ink, and I've used the Flower Shop stamp set along with the Petite Petals stamp set. And now today I did say I'd come back and I'd show you how I get 10 panels out of one sheet of 12-inch by 12-inch so we can make 10 note cards. So I'll just bring in my trimmer. Now the first cut is going to be at 3 inches. And then we're going to rotate that round and cut it at 3 inches again. And then at 3 inches. And at 3 inches. Then we're going to turn them this way, and then we're going to cut them all at 4.5 inches. So 4.5 inches. So that gives me 2, and another one at 4.5 inches. Another one, 4.5 inches, and then 4.5 inches. Now you're just going to be left with a little square on this long piece that we cut first, 4.5 inches, and then one more at 4.5 inches, and you're just left with that, which I'm sure you can use on another card. So that's, we finished with the trimmer. Let's bring back in my grid paper that I like to use. Just, oops, zoom in for you. So we should have 10 designer series part 1. It's quite thick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I bet you it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Must have been just stuck together. Okay, now when I'm doing the note cards, a tip is I buy the pack of designer series from Stamping Art. You can get a pack of 20 note cards and envelopes, and it's the most cost-effective way that I've found. Then you get 20 of these all pre-scored, so you've only got to bend them. You've only got to bend them. So that's my note cards, and then you get the envelopes. And I recommend I get all my panels cut and all my stamping done before then I can just assemble them all at once, especially if I'm doing a set of 10. So then I've just simply stamped from the Flower Shop stamp set, just in a like a design there at the bottom of each of the envelopes. It just personalises it a bit more. And then the base cardstock that I cut 10 of was 3 1/4 inch by 4 3/4 inch. And then the design series paper that we did was 3 inches by 4 1/2 inches. And I will have the link to my blog at the bottom to these note cards, and I'll put the measurements up there. Now just remember the inside of the card, which I've already gone ahead and done. The black piece of cardstock is the same as the outside. It's 3 1/4 inch by 4 3/4 inch, and then the piece of Whisper White there is 3 inches by 4 1/2 inches, and I've just stamped from the flower shop stamp set again a flower in the middle. But I cut out all my cardstock and all my designer series paper, and just so that I've got a bit of an assembly line going. And then I stamped a little bit more of my own design series paper, like I showed you the other day in the tutorial, and I made a matching tote bag to put all my note cards in. Now this tutorial for the tote bag for the note cards is on my YouTube channel. If you can't find it, just leave a comment below and I'll put the link there for you, but you should be able to find it's just the tote bag tutorial for the note cards, so it's not the full size cards. And I also like to put where I do my join at the back of the tote bag, I just think this finishes it off by putting that piece of cardstock inside, and it does make it a lot more sturdier. And then when I did all these, I won't pull them all out, I did 10 of these. And once again, what I did was I cut out a Bermuda Bay using the oval punch. I just cut out 10 of those, and then using the shimmery white cardstock, I stamped happy birthday wishes on there, and then I stamped it first, and then I punched it out with the scallop punch from Stampin' Up, and then I just adhered it to the Bermuda Bay, and then I added a couple of little pearls from the Jewels pearls, and they'll go on the front of every note card. So I'm just going to put one together for you. So we'll just grab, I'm doing it this way, so I would just take one piece. Actually, what I would do, I would adhere this onto here before I put it onto the note card. So we're just going to add some snail to the back of the designer series paper that we made. Just line that up on my grid paper. Let's pop that on there. Then we're just going to put a happy birthday on there, and you could add the happy birthday with dimensionals if you wanted to. That's entirely up to you. And then I'm going to just adhere that to my card front, my note card front. Sometimes I think it's better to open it out just eyeballing it to center. And then we have our very first, zoom out a bit for you. I'm not going to do them all on camera, but that shows you what an effect the making your own design series paper does. Now these could be, I'm going to do all 10 up and I'm just going to pop them all in there with their matching envelope. So there'll be 10 in there, and these could be used, like someone could buy these off you and you've got a set of 10 birthday cards for all year round. Anyone having their birthday, you could just slip one out. Also, I find my customers, what they use them for is for if there's a birthday party or anything like that, because you can just use, you don't have to use these stamp sets I've used. You can use animals, you can use anything. So you can make them in the theme you want. So, you know, you could have a birthday for a lady or a little girl, a boy one, even a wedding would be good to have. Even if you had a few guests, you could make up a few, like 10 in each tote bag, and they could be the birthday invitations that way, the wedding invitations, sorry, that way. But I just think it's a really neat way to make your own personalised note cards. So I hope you find this tutorial helpful, and I hope you'll have a go at making your own design series paper. Thank you for watching.